Hello everyone, this is General Hand Grenade. Welcome to my war room in Prince George, British Columbia. In today's video, we will be finishing off the fall-winter turn from Global War 1914. This is a demonstration game and we're only on the second round right now. We're in fall-winter of 1914. Yesterday's video, we finished off with the Ottoman turn, and so we will be getting to the Russian turn in this video. And then we'll have the Japanese turn, the American turn, and we'll finish it off with the Chinese turn. So anyway, let's get to it. So, Russia, they are going to go for wartime economy. They need a 7 or more. They only have one major industrial complex and a 5, so they missed that one. Now, they also have one free diplomacy roll because they took Galatia and it was never liberated this turn. So, we got 2 good choices as far as I can see. There's Bulgaria we can try to take down from the Austro-Hungarian track, or there's the Netherlands that has started up the Ottoman track. I don't see that it's going to help us much to start getting any diplomacy-like countries for ourselves. And the other thing is then Norway, I guess. But you know what? I think the most pressing one right now is Bulgaria. So we need a 2 or lower to influence Bulgaria. And we got an 8. Okay, we were going to get anything no matter who it was. So, as far as cash goes, we have 20 IPPs, and this is what we're buying. So we're going to build an artillery in the United States. We're going to buy 2 militia and 4 infantry. And here we go. So there's different things that we can do here. We can do nothing because it's the winter turn and we've only got 1 round of combat. I think that the only reason that I would go after somebody is if I had overwhelming odds and I knew that I was going to just lower what they have. So kind of like an attrition attack, except for a little more powerful than that. Now, if I was to go after East Hungary, they've got some good rolls against me, and I don't because we're going into mountains there. So I'm not so sure that that's a good one. However, Bohemia, they don't have any terrain that I have to worry about. There's only 1 artillery, and they've got, what, 3, 4, 5 infantry in total. So I've got all of these guys here. I've got 4 artillery, I've got a pile of infantry, I've got the fighter, I've got a couple of cavalry. I can go in there, take 1 shot at them, they take 1 shot at me, and then I could leave. And the other option here would be this one here. What is this one again? Oh yeah, Saxony. So I could go after Saxony as well, and I've got this one and this one to go with, but this one would be going across a river, and there are more shots back at me, even though I would have more to go with. But the ones that I have to go with are, they would basically be at 1, right? That's the only difference. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go after Bohemia, take 1 shot at Bohemia, and looking down at the Ottomans there, that doesn't seem like a really good attack down there when you're looking at it. So I've got 2 infantry and they've got 3, right? So that's just a waste of time. Anyway, so let's do that. And let's see, I'm just going to count up these infantry here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 infantry and 4 artillery. Okay. So, first strike, we've got 4 artillery. 1 of them is observed. So, that is 3 at 4 and 1 at 5. Just 1 hit, okay. And then the Austrians have 1 artillery, and that's a miss. They needed a 4. Okay, and so we have 7 infantry with 4 artillery. So that's 3 at 2 and 4 at 3 plus 2 cavalry. So that's 6 altogether at 3. 6 altogether at 3. Here we go. Nothing. Ooh, that's not so good. And then they have just 3 at 2. 3 infantry without any modifiers. And wow, look at it. These are 12s. I rolled a lot of 12s in there. So then we have 5. So there's 3 Austrian and 2 German infantry. And there we go. And they're at 4, 1, 2. Okay, so, oh, wait a minute. One of those should have been off already. So I got 2 anyway. Okay. Yeah, one of them should have been off. I forgot to remove it for the artillery. Okay. So let's come back here. So that didn't turn out so well for the Russians. They lost. Let's take off cavalry and 1 infantry. You know what? I'm going to move this infantry up here. So let's just take him off just to make it a little easier for ourselves. Everybody moves back into Galicia from where they were. And then we're going to here. Let's move this back so we can get everybody in the picture here. Okay. We want to make sure to protect our capital over here. So I don't want to take too much out of there. These are our Cossack cavalry. They're good. Let's move one of them up here to Galicia. And let's move, let's move one up to here. And let's move this guy up to here. And the artillery, he's definitely going to get attacked here, isn't he? Okay, well, let's just move both artillery up there, this one as well. So, we'll put a chip in there. And while we're at it, let's just put a chip right there. There we go. And if we move all these infantry up, then they've got that going in there, right? So maybe that's not such a good idea. Now this guy, let's move him. Let's move him here. And let's move these 2 guys down. And this guy. And this guy. Now we have a rail capacity of 2. So let's use one of them to get this guy down to here. Okay. So let's grab a chip. There we go. And I think the other rail capacity, we've got a militia way over here. Let's get him down to the bottom down here to Transcaucasia. And let's move this guy up, and let's move this guy up. Oh, we've got this guy over here. Are we in the camera? Okay, so this guy here, let's move him up to Petrograd. And you know what? Let's move one guy from Petrograd. So we'll just take this guy over here. So same thing. One guy in there, one guy in there. Okay. And that looks like it. So we purchased 4 infantry. Let's move this like that. Okay, one here. One here. One in here. I can't put one in Galatia because that's not my home country and I don't have a factory there. I could put a colonial infantry there, but I didn't buy one and I'm okay with that. Let's put one here because it can go both ways, right? Depending on where the Central Powers attack comes from. There we go. That's actually a pretty good defense right there. Like, it's nice and balanced out and the front lines are stoked up pretty good. And what happened down here? Oh, I need to lose one of these guys. I forgot about that. So let's take off one of the Germans because the Austrians could use every man they can get. All right, just looking here. They're up 3. So that's 21. Or sorry, no, that's 20. What is this, only 2? Oh, it's only 2, okay. So 20 bucks. Oh, and I forgot, I still got a couple more things to put on. Let's put one of these guys on. Did I put one here? I don't think so. If I find out later when I'm watching the video back, when I'm editing it, that I put one there, then I'll just move that guy. Okay, so that guy, and I know I put one there. Okay. I think I'll put him here. I didn't put anybody there. And then the artillery, I will put in Washington. Washington's got 3 artillery now. 1 French, 1 British, and 1 Russian. Okay, that's it. And the Russians, now they have their money, and that's it. It's time to move on. Okay, it's time for Japan. So, we've only got 1 major factory, and they don't get to engage in diplomacy, but they do get to do technology. So we're going to roll for wartime economy. Need a 7 or more. And that is totally in the middle of 2 things. Okay, let's try again. What is that? That's a 9. There we go. So they're up to stage 2. Now, let's go take a look. So they've got 6 IPP. What they're going to do, I'll just do it now so I don't forget. One of these dreadnoughts for 4 IPP is going to move from stage 4 to stage 3. And then I've also got these things to put on here. Remember, that was from the random event that we had where the Americans and the Japanese got the same things and they had to put them on somewhere in the Pacific. So we're just going to redo that attack we had from last time where these 2 guys are going to go into the German territory there. I believe it's Shandong. No problem. So that's all we got. Is just that one. Oh no, we've got another one here. Look at this. Look at this. We've got these guys here. 1, 2. Oh, we don't have that. I thought that was. Oh no, they were here, weren't they? 1. Yep, can't reach that guy. That's why I put him there, I guess. Okay, so that's not an attack. That's just a non-combat move. Okay, so that's the only attack we have. Okay, the Germans have 2 shots with their coastal gun because I've got 2 ships in there. They need a 3 or less. And they got 1. Holy crap. So I guess we'll take out the pre-dreadnought. That means all they've got is the transport. So they've got 2 at 2. Let's go with blue for the Japanese and red for the Germans. So everybody's at 2 here. 2 infantry versus 1 colonial infantry. That's a hit. Japanese are not having such good luck here. So that takes out both of their infantry because they're not Marines. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay. And that's it. Yeah, that's all I can do. So let's non-combat move here. I'll put these out here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And then this guy, he's going to go 1, 2, 3 up here. Okay. Bad start for Japan. And then placing their stuff. So we moved up that dreadnought already. We might as well just put this stuff in Tokyo, right? Because nobody's going to attack us anyway. But if they did, the place to protect would be our capital, wouldn't it? So there we go. We've got a coastal gun, a fortification, and a militia on Tokyo. And they collect 6 IPP, plus they had 2 from before, so that makes 8. And there we go. 8 IPP. Okay, let's move on. The United States, first things first, we're going to roll for their income increase to see if they have any more income determined actions. Right now they're at 12. If they can get a 3, then they will be able to lend lease. So that would be a pretty big deal. So here we go. Looking for a 3 here, or more. 4, there we go. I'm gonna go change that. Let's just take a look at the Americans here. So, US. So they can do diplomacy in Latin and South America now. They can do the cash and carry thing. We're already doing that with all that artillery over there in Washington. And they can lend lease now. So, diplomacy. That's cool. They're going to go for Brazil. Yeah, they're going to go for Brazil. And I think they're going to take a shot at Argentina as well. Try to knock that dollar off the Germans that they're collecting. So that's 2 IPP. And they need a 3 or less from Brazil. They got it. That's cool. And then Argentina, they need a 2 or less. That's a miss. So they're actually up to stage 3 for Brazil now. The other thing is that with the Germans getting Chile, that has violated the Monroe Doctrine. So, just like in the 36 game, we can head down there if we want and slap them around. I don't think we'll do that just yet because we don't have any units. What we really need to do is buy something. Like Marines. US Marines are good. So let's do that. We're going to buy 1 US Marine. So I thought about it. I'm looking at how much money they have here. So they've only got 11 IPP, plus they've already spent 2. So they've only got 9 IPP. And Chile's not really hurting us that much, right? It's only worth 1 IPP. And they've got 2 infantry there. All they can put there is colonial infantry. I think I'd rather lend lease to my partners. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lend lease each of them 1 infantry. So here we go. The British, the Russians, and the French. And we're not going to move anything. Okay, so let's just put our stuff on. Now these things have to be put in the Yeah, they have to be put in the Pacific, sorry, not the Atlantic. Okay. Since I got nothing better to do with them, let's just put them here. Nobody's going to attack them or anything, so. You know what, we'll move this guy down here. That's what we'll move. There we go. And we'll place this guy here. So then we've got our Lend-Lease. Okay. So looking at the Lend-Lease path, we're going to go from Washington. We can miss these subs here going this way, and that'll get us to Russia here. Ooh. And there we go. And with these other 2, we're going to go up into here. So both of them will go to here. Oh, this guy's got to go to his home country. I forgot about that. So let's just grab a chip here. There we go. And then we've got the artillery as well. So the French artillery into here, and the British artillery into here, and the Russian artillery up into here. Okay, so that's helpful. The Americans sent each of them the artillery and the infantry, and it only cost each of them 4 IPP. Got to take advantage of that. So that is the United States turn. We are up to 16 IPP. I'll take that and we'll move on to the Chinese turn. And so we come to the last nation in the turn order, and that would be China. So time to do the Chinese warlord era. And so we got first things first, we pull 3 cards one at a time. Okay, Xinjiang, add 1 artillery to any territory. Okay. Oh, by the way, you see the roundel on there. We've decided to make a change with some of these roundels. So the roundel that I have on my map is incorrect, but it will be corrected. Anyway, so let me just grab an artillery. And yeah, see, this roundel here is actually going to be this roundel. And the Yunnan roundel is going to be that roundel. And this roundel is going to be what's in Yunnan right now. Anyway, we're just going to make that change. We haven't started printing the maps yet, which is a good thing because we found a couple of things since I started playing on it. It's one thing to look at a computer screen and look for corrections to make. And we did that over and over and over again. But you're only looking at a small portion of the screen. Once you get the map and you start playing on it, then you see a couple of things. And so that's a good thing that we hadn't printed all the maps yet. Anyway, we got that artillery. So, next card. Nationalists. Add 1 mountain infantry to any territory. Okay. Mountain infantry. So what do you think? We should add them someplace where we're going to attack mountains. Let's just make sure. Oh yeah, there's a... There we go. Okay. Last card. Gili. Yeah, there's one roundel that's going to change as well. You can see that roundel right now is the Yunnan roundel on the board. We're changing that one. So, the Gili. The warlord steals the nationalist money. What? Purchases and places units immediately. Screw that guy. What's his name? Feng Kao Chong? I hate that guy. What do they got? 4 IPP? And that is the Gili. Alrighty. So, 4 IPP. I don't think mountain infantry is going to do us any good. Because they're not in the mountains. So let's go with 2 militia. Let's just take a look here. Oh yeah, see there's manpower of 4 there. We can put both of them right here. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't even looking. Okay, there we go. There's manpower of 4 on this territory. So we're going to put the 2 militia right here. We could have put 1 and 1 or, you know, but we decided to do it that way. So that's 3 cards. Okay. That hurt. Stole our money. We're going to remember that. All right. Winter, 1 round of combat. You know, I'd go after that Gili guy for doing that, but I've only got 3 infantry and an artillery that can reach him, and he's got 4 units there now. Okay, let's go after the Shaanxi guy here in the mountains. So we're gonna go with, we don't have anything to put on afterwards, so we should leave 1 infantry back for each guy here and go with everybody else into this Shaanxi territory. Let's go with this artillery as well. Okay, so we got 2 artillery, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3 infantry, 2 cavalry. I think this is supposed to be here, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Okay, screwing myself up there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry, 2 artillery, a cavalry, and a mountain infantry. All right, let's go up to the top there. Already got a dice tray set up. You can tell that I haven't had my coffee yet today. I'm a little stunned. Okay. The only thing going over river is artillery, and so that's not a problem. Okay. So, first of all, we've got 2 artillery, and they're going to the mountains, so that's at 3. And misses. And then we have 4 infantry, 2 of them boosted by artillery. So that's at 2. Let's just do the 2 at 1. Missed. And then we got 2 at 2 plus a cavalry plus a mountain infantry at 2. Last throw. 1, 2. Oh, got him on the last shot. So now they've got an infantry and a cavalry. So the cavalry's at 2. Missed. And an infantry at 4. Missed. Wow, that was a late attack, wasn't it? Oh, I forgot to look and see if... You know what? I'm going to pause this for just a second. I want to look back for a second. Okay, what I was checking there, I'm always forgetting about the forced retreat thing. And so that I should have rolled my infantry separate because in that roll 4, I did have 112. And I missed them all anyway. So I will, I will retreat one of them. I'll just retreat back to here. There we go. And then, remember I kept one back to begin with. So we move that out. Let's move a pie in. And then we've got the mountain infantry. And we got this infantry. And we've got the cavalry and the artillery. Here, let's put that guy on there. There we go. And this guy stayed here. Okay. Yeah, that's all I can do. So the Shaanxi now have the option of attacking us. And that would be silly for them. That would be suicide. So they're not going to do that. So then the rest of the warlords can non-combat move. And I don't see anything up there for them to do for that. So I guess that's it. That territory was not worth anything, so that is back to 4 IPP. We got to keep an eye on that Gili guy, make sure he doesn't rip us off again. You bastard! Okay, that's it. So, that's it for this video. What did we do here? Okay, well the Chinese were successful, the nationalists, and the Russians, they came out not too bad, but a little bit behind. They lost one more than they gained on an attack on Bohemia. And the Japanese were a dismal failure. They lost 2 infantry and what is that? Oh, a pre-dreadnought. So that's 2 pre-dreadnoughts and 2 infantry they've lost going after Shandong. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And the Americans, actually, they did pretty good. Not that they're doing anything, but they did get a roll for Brazil, which puts them up to stage 3 for Brazil. And that's good. If they get it to stage 4, then they'll actually have something to go down there and slap out the Chileans with. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got for you today. So take care, everyone. General Hand Grenade out.